Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Artichoke. Is there anyone here for the first time, besides the band? Yay! Welcome. Couple of things. We are live streaming tonight, so if you want to turn your phones off, that would be great. The good part about that is when you get home, you can watch this on our YouTube channel over and over and over again, like I probably will. A couple things. We have 3 restrooms. One's here in the venue. Probably don't want to use that during the show, although that is your choice. There's another one. There's an instrument store on the other side of the bar. There's a restroom at the back wall there, and one upstairs. We're a nonprofit, so we run with volunteers. So tonight we have Olivia on sound, we have Chris on video, we have Mitch at the bar, and we have Kyle at the door. So I'm so excited about this, I can't even stand it, and I'm probably going to knock your camera over. I'm listening to their Spotify all day, and I will buy CDs tonight because if I find somebody I like on Spotify, I try to buy their merch because that's how they make money. Anyway, sound check was great. I can't wait for all you guys to hear them, and hello to you out there in YouTube land. Let's hear June Star. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Why don't you come back home? I know you know the way. Find your way back from the brink before someone gets the best of me. Before someone gets the best of me. Tell me what you wanna hear. Say it loud, say it slow. Speak it clear, and everyone will know how I lost control. How I lost control. A long time running, keeping to myself. I know it tells you nothing you couldn't already tell. Couldn't already tell. I'm sorry it took so long. You think it'd be easy to do? Say some words to tell the truth before someone gets the best of you. Before someone gets the best of you. But it never works out that way, at least not on its own. You gotta put in time, muscle and bone before the blood can flow. Yeah, before the blood can flow. A long time run, keeping to myself. I know it tells you nothing couldn't already tell. Couldn't already tell. Tell me what to do. Tell me where you are. I will come to you before this goes too far. Before the river dries up. Before the moon slips its chains. And what birds still sing. Before either of us can change. 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 A long time running, keeping to yourself. I know it tells me nothing I couldn't already tell. couldn't already tell. I couldn't already tell. I couldn't already tell. Thank you so much. Well, it's really nice to be here in Portland. We were just up in British Columbia, and before that Seattle, and before that somewhere else. It's about as far as I can remember at this point. We're out for 6 weeks from Baltimore, Maryland, and it's a real pleasure to be here. And I'd like to thank Shelley and Artichoke for having us. It's an act of bravery, and I'll get more into that a little bit later. Well, you think it's so simple that anyone could do it. Anyone could go out of their mind. The waves are static on a TV set, and a kiss before you go to bed. Imagine you're floating and tied to nothing. Your feet have become a cloud of smoke. The wind is your sister, born by breath, and a kiss before you go to bed. Well, it's never that simple, no matter the price. You'll always be just who you are. Yeah, from where we lived and what we said, and a kiss before you go to bed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the oldest song that we're going to play tonight in our catalog. I wrote this in 2001. I mean, you guys have been following along, so you probably already know all this. Back when I was living on 73.5 Liberty Street in Westminster, Maryland, zip code 21157. There's a plaque. There, I'm just kidding. None of that's true. Well, some of that's true, but you can visit it. It's sort of a historical site. And I have heard 500,000 singing songs, sing your name, all the tides melting slowly. I am lost in this place. I am lost in this place. Ringing truth from the mountain. Well, I fear your wedding bells. Love the cold, dead and buried. You burn the husk, save the shell. burn the husk, save the shell. Rusting old, fortunes glowing, bearing hopes, here they're in these hands. Sing your sounds of absolution, and I'll wear your wedding band, and I'll wear your wedding band. Well, thank you. The first song we played is off a record that's going to come out in the fall. That's going to be our 21st recording. I write a lot. I don't have time to not write, I guess, which is cool. And these next three songs are songs that I call my personal trilogy of terror, which is a movie from 1978, I think. It had a little tiki demon god thing that ran around with a spear and terrorized Karen Black. Terrorized me, too. But you just replace that tiki demon with a person who didn't really terrorize me as much as I terrorized myself. In this age of unaccountability, we have to be accountable. So it's really probably more me than it was that other person. But at the beginning of all that, I got some really terrible advice that I didn't take. I'm so glad I didn't take it. I did the right thing, although I really wanted to do the wrong thing. I want to do the wrong thing. I want to do the wrong thing. And I'm tired of playing cool just to get to you. I won't do the wrong thing. Pull you close. Taste your breath on my breath. Who's in love? Ah, honey, I think you can guess. Now I'm keeping count of how many times we keep in touch, 'cause times like this, well, honey, it don't seem enough. I wanna do the wrong thing. I wanna do the wrong thing. And I'm tired of playing cool just to get to you. I won't do the wrong thing. And I'm tired of the rules. I've been walking that old straight line. Tell me true. When has doing right done me right? Pull us close, close our eyes. I wanna do the wrong thing. I'm tired of the right thing. And I'm tired of getting screwed, and I'm tired of losing you. I won't do the wrong thing. I wanna do the wrong thing. I wanna do the wrong thing. I wanna do the wrong thing. 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 Yeah. Thank you so much. So that was I wrote that in 2013. And then around 2014, close to 2015, I wrote this next song in the trilogy of Terror. And at this point, I'd kind of like, I started to understand more about what was important in relationships. Relationships are give and take type of things, two-way street. And you have to be mindful of the other person and respectful and all that other stuff. So the song's kind of about that. I want to warn you, it has a cuss word in it, though. So, yeah, right? Yeah. Let's give it up for expletives. But that's, I just don't want anybody to be shocked. And that's not you don't get that type of service with the bigger bands. With us, we care about you. Well, I fucked it up again. I gave you what you needed. I made your troubles mine. And I know now you're naked, wrapped up in someone's arms. You're nearly awake, nearly gone. And all I really want tonight is to slowly disappear. And I spoke my piece so many times, no one seems to hear. So please be gentle with me. I break so easily, even brief silence leaves marks on me. And another turn I'll follow, making it up as I go. And I'm feeling sorry for myself. You see, it's such a short trip, and we all know how it ends. It's me without you, me with shaking fists. And you're never gentle with me. You never seem to care, even as we drift by each other, year after year. And all I really want tonight is to slowly disappear. And I speak my piece so many times, and you never seem to hear. Oh, you never seem to hear. Oh, you never seem to hear. Thank you so much. All right, so rounding out this trilogy is this acknowledgement of, I want to say it's letting go, but I don't know if it's letting go. It's like you shrink something to the size that it fits in your pocket, so it makes you more mobile rather than dragging it behind you, or placing it in front of you that's insurmountable. So I've been thinking metaphorically that it's more about orbits these days. And the orbit I was traveling in at that time was really small and crowded, and I started thinking I need to get out of this orbit somehow, widen my trajectory, and maybe meet some new satellites that are out there. Not necessarily Starlink. I hope those all fall to Earth, but sorry, Ukraine. I know you need them, but France said they'd help you out. In doing my research on metaphors for orbits, there are two types of velocities. There's terminal velocity, and then there's escape velocity. It's really important to know the difference between the two. This is definitely escape velocity. The only time I saw you, you were talking to someone you knew. I want nothing but to be someone you were talking to. But a gentleman never stares. Please tell me, how do I get out of here? For a moment I thought this must be some kind of trick. I'm being taken for a ride, not even Jesus would resist. But a gentleman never stares. Please tell me, how do I get out of here? And if you're lonely, you could tell me I'm lonely too. And if you're lonely, I'm lonely. Overhead I can hear an angel laugh out loud. I'm starting to think maybe I should show myself out. But a gentleman never stares. Please tell me, how do I get out of here? Please tell me, how do I make myself disappear? All right. Thank you so much. That song appears on the EP we put out in February called Agency, and this next song, the next three songs are off that EP as well. And I'm not as angry as I used to be when I wrote this song, I guess. I don't know. A lot of songwriting for me is subconscious. It just kind of like swims around, whatever, and then at some point something pokes his head up, and I grab it and write it down. And this one, I think the first line of the song came to me first. for the last time. Hell no. Can't you see, can't you see? You're moving too slow. And there's no easy way out, or through, above, below, and around. Someone give me something I know is real. Someone give me something I can feel. What a waste it's been this year. You talk and you talk and you talk and make it disappear. Let's see how far it can go before it implodes. Just to say, I told you so. Someone give me something I know is real. Someone give me something I can feel. Someone give me something I know is real. Someone give me something I can feel. In time, it's nothing we can keep. Yeah, whatever we save, we spend asleep. Wake up older than the day before, surprised by the chance to do it once more. Someone give me something I know is real. Someone give me something I can feel. Thank you so much. What are we doing with each other? A witness to each other's fall. How can we say this didn't happen as our hearts stutter and stall? Talk about me to your brother, tell him I'm okay. You're keeping me out of trouble, giving me somewhere to stay. Where we're going, where? Where we're going, where? I slipped into your bedroom, I never found my way out. I listen for your footsteps, forever waiting around. Where we're going, where? Where we're going, where? Boom, boom, boom. All right, thank you so much. This next tune is last song in the EP, and there's this thing about unreliable narrators. And I taught high school English for 20 years, and yeah, that's where I have these visions of literary ambitions for myself. But whatever, I just became a songwriter. But I taught a whole bunch of books. Well, I taught a whole bunch of students a bunch of books, and one of them was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And at one point, the creature, spoiler alert, it's a monster. The creature, not Frankenstein, Frankenstein's creature. The creature, who's always just called the creature, not the monster or anything like that. The creature learns to read, and he finds, apparently just lying around, and I guess he's in Ingolstadt. Lying around the road, you can find copies of Paradise Lost just sitting there. So the creature finds the full version of Paradise Lost, and he reads it. He learns to read, and decides to align himself. At first he says, "Well, at first I thought I was Adam, and I was being denied Eden, but then I read about Satan, and I was like, maybe I'm more like a Satan character." And that's the last truthful thing that the creature says, as far as I'm concerned, because I mean, at that point, he already like murdered a whole bunch of people. But I always had students who would say, "Oh, well, I mean, you got to feel sorry for the creature." So, I don't know. He's kind of running around killing people, people who don't deserve it. The only person who really, I don't even know if Frankenstein himself deserves it. But boy, what a deadbeat dad that guy was. Anyhow. Here's the unreliable narrators, and the narrator in this next song is completely unreliable. Nothing that was easy in this song, and nothing was simple. And all by myself, I figured it out. All by myself, I figured it out. It wasn't that tough. And all by myself, I worried about you. All by myself, I worried about you. It wasn't that tough. Inside this house is my resting place. You find me with my hands over my face, saying, "I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry too." And all by myself I let you go. All by myself I let you go. It wasn't that tough. And inside inside this house is my resting place. You find me with my hands covering my face, saying, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Thank you so much. I have to ask, just because it's on the set, but I can skip it. Are we allowed to do covers? Of course. Okay, just checking. You never knew. This is a cover of a song that somebody wrote. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I mean, it would have been odd if my cat wrote it. But if my cat wrote it, it would be something about being hungry. Get up in the evening, and I ain't got nothing to say. Come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I'm nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. Can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clear. Radio's on and I'm moving around my place. Check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. I ain't getting nowhere. Just living in a dump like this. There's something happened somewhere. Baby, I just know that there is. Can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. I keep getting older. There's a joke somewhere, and it's on me. Shake the world off my shoulder. Oh, come on, baby, the laugh's on me. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up alright. Say you gotta stay hungry. Oh, baby, I'm just about starving tonight. I'm just looking for some action. Sick of sitting around here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Baby, won't you give me just one look? Can't start a fire. Sitting around crying over a broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Can't start a fire. Worried about your little world falling apart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. so much. All right. Now we're going to get to the really sad ones. That don't use cuss words. They're all in the key of F. I'm kidding. They're not. This one's in D. But so one of the reasons why coming to Portland is so special to us, and specifically for me, is that a guy I grew up with named Tony Favazza lives in Portland. We're staying with him for a few days, and he was one of the first like great guitar players I had met or I'd seen, like in our neighborhood. Like he was the guy who could play guitar, and it's really exciting to kind of be around him. And he's here somewhere tonight. I think he stepped out a second ago, but when he comes back in, just say, "Hey, Tony, where were you?" Don't do that. He's a sweet man. But a lot of what I've been thinking about lately in the past year or so, 2 years, maybe 3 years, is as I'm getting older. I turned 53 on this tour, April 19th, and I keep thinking that, like, I mean, I still think that 53 is young. I'm not dying, but I'm dying. Like, you know, I'm in the third act, and I'm trying to figure out like where my usefulness is and what I'm doing out on tour. I'm sure Dave has the same feelings. He just doesn't talk about them. He lets his steel do the talking. So if it gets all weepy and cryy, you know that he's thinking about, you know, his mortality. Yep, here we are. But the one thing about touring for me at this point is that I get to travel across the country and I get to see my friends. And I get to see people that I grew up with or people I haven't seen in years, and that's worth it. Every second of that. And I'll talk more about that a little bit later. But first, some music. It's a song called "Swing Away." It's off of our 2014 and 2016 record, "Simple Truths," which we liked so much we recorded it a second time. Swing away and get out fast. I've been waiting for you all night. Another kiss, another heart attack. I've been waiting for you all night. And I've been waiting for you all night. Saying your name is no surprise. Wondering what I got to do. I've been waiting all night for you. Oh, you're never afraid until you try, and I've been waiting for you all night. Lonely, you'll find you wherever you hide. I've been waiting for you all night, and I've been waiting for you all night. Speaking your name, it's no surprise. Wondering what I got to lose, 'cause I've been waiting all night for you. Well, if you see your breath, you're still alive, and I've been waiting for you all night. It's cold in the middle under the ice, and I've been waiting for you all night. I've been waiting for you all night. Saying your name is no surprise. Wondering what I got to prove. 'Cause I've been waiting all night for you. I've been waiting all night for you. I've been waiting all night for you. Thank you so much. This next song is called Boys in Trouble, and it's from a record we put out in 2019 called The Late Spring. And I wrote it after reading a biography of the Replacements, the band from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And it's not a whodunit type of book. It's a who drunk it. And they drank it all, apparently. Burning up all the things that you love. Well, it's not the same thing as giving up. Someday you'll find yourself alone, waking up, staring at a phone. Nothing nobody knows will change the score. You swing at every pitch like your dad before. Sad truth, it's right under your nose. From a bottle into your bloodstream it goes. And hours and days and weeks and months and years, piece by piece by piece we disappear, till everything that you've ever said is everything you now regret. Burning up all the things that I love. It's not the same thing as giving up. Someday you'll find yourself alone, waking up, staring at your phone. All right. Outside of Annapolis, there's a little creek called the Valentine, and the song is something to do with that, maybe. Let's see what my therapist says. And my burned out summer Down by the river, I was taking small sips, lemon and bitters, wake up heart. You don't wanna miss this, you ain't no good. You've hardly worked since the baby peeled out, looking over her shoulder. You sat still, pumping blood and getting older. No one stopped me, not this time. I'm headed for the bottom, the Valentine. Valentine, Valentine, yeah, the Valentine. And they drag the river, looking for my body, asking town if anybody saw me. Ain't much left but current and water. My ma's at home, she couldn't be bothered reaching out for Jesus to save me, I guess. It's dark down here, it don't hurt less. No one stopped me, not this time. I'm headed for the bottom of Valentine. Valentine, Valentine, Valentine. Just right now, it came to me and I'm just lost. I've never been free. You claw at the water, never make a wave. It slips through your fingers and carries you away. It slips through your fingers, carries you away. And no one stop me, not this time. I'm headed for the bottom of the Valentine. Ain't nobody gonna stop me this time. I'm headed for the bottom, the Valentine. Yeah, the Valentine. Valentine. The Valentine. 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 All right. Thanks. All right, now we're going to get into really sad stuff. Kidding. This next song is called Ruins, and it's about being older. Try to put a positive spin on this. At least you're still waking up. When I was teaching high school, I taught at one high school, Francis Scott Key High School, go Eagles, for 10 years, and then I taught at Century High School, go Knights, for another 10 years. But when I transferred to the schools, it's one of those things where people don't know you very well. And the English department knew me, but like everybody else, I was kind of like a new face. And there's a lot of support staff there, the custodial staff, and then the clerical staff, and those are the people who really run the schools, and they should be paid more than the principals, and probably more than the teachers. But they're always wonderful people. And there's this guy named Ronnie, who was the lead engineer at Century High School. And the first day, the second day I was there because they had staff introductions, and I like to get to school early, so I get to school around 5:30 in the morning, and I swipe my card, and I'm walking in, and I see Ronnie coming down the hallway, and he sees me, and he says, "Hey, Mr. Grimm, how you doing?" I said, "Oh, hey, Ronnie, best day of my life." And he stops, and he looks, "Man, that's amazing." said, yeah, well, you know, I woke up, you know. And I just kind of kept going. I didn't think anything of it. I saw him the next day, and he said, hey, good morning, Mr. Grimm. I was like, hey, Ronnie, how you doing? And he was like, I'm doing all right. How are you? I was like, best day of my life. It's 2 in a row. That's amazing. This went on for a couple weeks. And eventually he was like, you say that every morning, don't you? I was like, I do, Ronnie. But I'm just hoping that you start feeling that way. Because, you know, you still can. You know, he's a good guy. I miss those folks. And how is your heaven? I'm still waiting up for you. All I do is think, well, what if I blink and break in two? So much for wishing I slept through these missing years. I'd say that I had changed, but that don't explain what I'm doing here. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, even if it's me telling you. We've written just about everything we can write, from the power of the river to what if I forgive her. If you can stand it, so can I. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, even if it's me telling you. Let's have an all-star tribute, a midnight send-off for our shame. I've been waking up tired, half uninspired, an old man still in the game. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, even if it's from me to you. Thank you. So, singer-songwriter Richard Buckner, who I'm a big fan of. If you haven't heard any of his stuff, I would don't walk, run to your phone later after the show and look it up. He's fantastic. He's got some really great records out there. He's just kind of starting to do music again, which is even more exciting. But we were hanging out at a show once, and he said his only advice to me about playing was like, well, don't play 2 songs in a row in the same key. And we're going to break that rule right now. Because if it was so important to Richard, we'd be sharing shows. I'm kidding. I understand it, but like, you know, we're a captive audience here, and you're at our mercy. So this is a song called "It Is Done." It's a bookend song, frame tale, if you will. Not unlike Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Although this has a happier ending. It is done. It is done. It is done. Yeah, your magic no longer works on me. I've arrived at a place where I believe your magic no longer works on me. And the words that once were a spell, they disappear into thin air. They no longer compel. And words that once were a spell. That touch that lay below paralyzed my heart, but now my soul. That touch that lay me low, and your magic no longer works on me. I've arrived at a place where I believe your magic no longer works on me. And it is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you so much, man. And it's not that I'm going to forget it, but I just like to say it like earlier than towards the end of the set. It sounds amazing in this room. Right? It sounds, you guys have really done a great job of this, and I really want to thank Olivia back on the board back there for helping us out with that. I can say without a doubt that we've had 4 shows now that have had incredible sound while we're on tour, which is strange because usually it's none. And now it's like, well, we've upped our game a little bit. All right, so we certainly aren't going to try to burn any bridges here. My goodness. But the lights and the cameras and the, I guess you're using an ATEM or whatever it is back there. It's fantastic. I'm really excited about this. This next song is a song called Border, and this is off of our 2021, 22 record. I don't know, somewhere in there, in the 2020s. A record called How We See It Now, which we don't have physical copies of that anymore. That's long out of print, but and that sounds impressive. But we only pressed 50, so it's out of print, immediately out of print. I think you can get it on eBay, like the European eBay, for 100 euros or something. I'm kidding. I don't think it's even there. I don't even own a copy, so it's fine. But when we were coming up for our merch ideas, we do have merch outside. We have some T-shirts and brand new design with a cat on it, apparently. You guys no doubt heard of that show Portlandia, where they said put a bird on it. Now it's just put a cat on it. But so yeah, we have a cool little shirt with a cat on it. But we since we don't have any physical copies of our How We See It Now, we're trying to think of like some merch ideas, and I came up with this idea that we would be the first band in North America, nay, maybe the world, to have our own readers. So if you're thinking to yourself like, oh, I left my readers out in the car, well, don't worry, we got you covered. We've got 1.25, we've got 1.50, 175, 2, 225, 250, 275. We're getting into the prescription area now, but whatever. But they come with a little download code for how we see it now. It says June Star on the side, how we see it now. I can't take all the credit because when I was talking to Dave about it, I said, well, we're going to put June Star, but what else are we going to put? And he just very quickly, surprisingly. Yeah, well, boy, we needed to, yeah. Oh, Lord. I razzed Dave a lot. This is Dave Hadley on the pedal steel. I don't know if I introduced him earlier. Yeah. Dave and I have been playing since 2009, and he knows exactly 4 song titles. It's true. So when he spit out How We See It Now so quickly, I was like, whoa, look at you. Look at the big brain on Brad over there. So anyhow, those are out there, and some other stuff too, some hats and whatever. So Border, here we go. Sorry, this is a serious song. I gotta get into my groove. And I tried everything I know. I followed every rule you ever broke. Some things, they won't go. You are the thing I miss the most. I'm not sure, but I know you now. 'Cause you have gone so blue. And I shut my eyes too tightly this time. Fireworks and lightning shooting up in my mind. And if I lose my way, then leave me behind. Just wait for me over the borderline. I'm not sure, I know you now. 'Cause you have gone so blue. I'm not sure, I know you now. 'Cause you have gone so blue. I'm not sure that I know you now. 'Cause you have gone so blue. Thank you. All right. So we just have a few more tonight. We're just kind of powering through. These next 2 songs are very new. I wrote them right before we left for tour, and I was going through my own personal George A. Romero film of a life, and best thing I could do was write about it. So I wrote about it. Didn't make me feel any better, but it made me a little more mobile. So it was good to get out of town. And if anybody's wondering, out there in the audience or out there in YouTube land, this next song is E flat. Just out of reach, up in a tree, birds they talk to me. I'm wishing for you, hear the same tune delivered on a breeze. Straight to your ears, pulling your heart, making you move your feet. Somehow, 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 you will end up with me. Yeah, but dreams are dreams, only to be when you and I fall asleep, just out of reach, deep in these dreams, you are standing with me. All right, thank you. I don't do a lot of co-writing, but the drummer who's playing with us right now, we have a fuller band back at home. It's drums and bass and another guitar. And we were sitting around hanging out in a rehearsal space waiting for other people to show up, and we're just kind of talking about our stuff. And I can't remember the context, but somebody said that somebody in his orbit was talking about how they had to go to some social function they didn't want to do or something like that, and you know, just kind of back around. I was like, oh man, that's kind of a bummer. And he's tuning his drum, and he just goes, yeah, well, you know, you can cry while you dance. And yeah, I was like, ooh. I was like, that's a pretty good line. And he said, is it? I was like, oh yeah. I was like, are you gonna use it? And he said, nope. I was like, all right, I'm gonna use it. So I wrote the song. The opportunity came up to write the song, so I wrote it, and I demoed it out, and then I sent him a copy of it, and with a little tag like, hey, do you have an ASCAP or BMI or so, you know, I got to share co-writing credit for this. And he wrote back, hey, he said, man, this thing sounds great. What did I do? Okay, well, you wrote that one line, and it's a pretty good one. So this is the more therapeutic of the two songs right now. Keep on moving, whatever the weather, you will find a new way to breathe. Yeah, when life sets fire to all of your plans, remember, you can cry while you dance. Yeah, with knees that shake, your hair in your eyes, it'll be your heart that helps you keep time. with your hands reaching out. You know this dance by heart. Keep up, soon there will be light. With your hands reaching up to the sky. And when life sets fire to all of your plans, remember you can cry while you dance. Cry while you dance. Cry while you dance. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This next song is called No Place to Go, and it's going to be on the record that's going to come out in the fall. And man, I was really mad when I wrote the second verse. First verse, you know, whatever, I was just thinking about some random junk, but second verse, whew, I don't know who's on the receiving end of that. It wouldn't be anybody in this room. And I can tell you why. Actually, I know why that, I know what that, the second verse is, because I have this theory about songwriting. It's just ABW, always be writing. But that also means that you should ABL, always be listening. And when I was teaching at Century High School, man, I'm talking a lot about teaching tonight. But when I was teaching, there's a guy down the end of the hall. His name was Tom DeLeese, Mr. DeLeese, and he was a veteran, like, you know, kind of old school teacher kind of guy, and he taught Shakespeare, and that was the only writer who ever lived, according to him. But every once in a while, you know, he would, some kid would be disrupting his class or wouldn't do something he thought the student should be doing, and so that student was put out in the hallway, and Mr. DeLeese could work up a righteous lather about like being a good student, and I remember once I was getting ready to close my door because he was like really ripping into this kid, and but at one point I was like maybe I should leave it. I should close it. So I walked out in the hall to close the door, and just as I walked outside, he you know, he's taking, you know, volume as an indicator of correctness, and he said, "Oh, you think you're better than me? You think you're?" And I was like, "Oh man, come on, man, he's 15. he doesn't know anything." So anyhow, that's where that line came from. So, but I was thinking of people who talk during my shows, which we have that happen on this tour. Did not work out well for them or us, but that's okay. When did the statute of limitations run out in Ohio? Let me in, I got no place to go. Let me in, I got no place to go. It's getting dark, it's getting cold. Let me in, I got no place to go. Do you think that you're better than me? Do you think you're better than me? I'll learn to listen when you learn to speak. Do you think you're better than me? Make a wish, don't tell a soul. Make a wish, don't tell a soul. Does your dreaming ever get old? When you make a wish, don't tell a soul. Let me in, I got no place to go. Let me in, I got no place to go. It's getting dark, it's getting cold. Let me in, I got no place to go. Let me in, I got no place to go. Thank you. All right. So I mentioned Tony. He's here now. Tony, you might have missed it, but I told them how it was important that I met you at the time I was learning how to play guitar and how good of a guitar player you are. And there's a second person from Bel Air. His name's Neil Gentry. And Neil, I played in a band with Neil. We were called the Clock Monkeys. And then, right, yeah, right. And Neil was writing his own songs. I was writing my own songs, but my songs were terrible, and I didn't know what I was doing. But Neil seemed to like really know what was going on. He's kind of like a real natural musician, a natural songwriter, and he wrote this melody on a 4-track tape or whatever that I think I still have somewhere. But I used to listen to those tapes all the time, and it would stoke my imagination and my creativity. But he had this bass riff in one song that went. And I just loved it. I loved it. And I haven't talked to Neil in 35 years, but just one day I thought, well, I'm going to write a song with that riff somehow. And I did. Has nothing to do with Neil, but. There was something in your kiss, something like I never felt before. A sudden freeze, shaky knees, tiptoes across the floor. I'm looking every hour since for a sign that you needed me. A lonely heart, jigsawed apart. I'll help you find the missing piece. I seen your light. I know it won't be long. We'll take a train or speak your name, baby, we'll both be gone. Yeah, we'll both be gone. Both be gone. Well, thank you so much. Once again, we're June Star from Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you very much to Artichoke for having us. Really appreciate it. This is going to be our last song. It's called Thunder. It's off there's a solo record I put out in 2006, but that's impossible to find because it was terrible and I hated it. And I have all the copies myself. I'm kind of a hoarder, but for my own CDs, apparently. It's just kind of sad in its own right. Now I'm thinking I just said that. Yeah, I hoard my own CDs. I have boxes upon boxes of them in my basement. I can't bring myself to throw them out. But anyhow, that's for another show. We can talk about that then. But there's a record. The first record that Dave played on for June Star is called Lower Your Arms. That came out in 2010. I like the name of that record, but when you put it on a t-shirt, that's right. You got to learn some things. People are walking around like this. Well, no, I won't. All right. And back when I wrote this, I was afforded a closet to record music in, and I'm happy it came out this way. Originally, it was in the key of E, but now it's an F. In case you guys are following along with that. I don't care where it comes from, just as long as it stays. We've both been running laughing at the rain, and it sounds like thunder, but it falls like snow. Your eyes start to wander while you watch her go. As I beg for forgiveness, you look at your watch. 'And I ain't seen nobody so busy being lost. It sounds like thunder, but falls like snow. Your eyes start to wander while you watch her go. It keeps me from guessing. Here from falling apart. And it protects me. The army in your heart. And it sounds like thunder, but falls like snow. Your mind starts to wander while you let her go. Thank you all so very much. Dave Hadley on the pedal steel. My name's Andrew Grimm. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Mother's Day. Thank you.